I'm Angel from Taiwan. I am so glad that you guys came to join our discussion today. So last Tuesday, Lindsay and I were having a conversation about how we've come to Hong Kong to study. Then we figured out it is both our first time to study abroad, and sometimes we would feel diffident about our English skills, especially that Lindsay is planning on going to a grad school in the States after a year, which makes her really worried.
Oh, I can totally understand, Lindsay. 2 weeks ago, I've been to a job conference, and one job in London is so attractive to me. But, oh my god, how am I going to survive there with my poor English?
You know, these days English has almost become the common language in the global society, and you're expected to have not only basic skills but also full proficiency to advance your career. And people like us, who are from non-English speaking cultures, easily feel falling behind and get pressure to improve our English ability.
I guess we didn't learn English as our first language. There should be some difficulties and challenges we had to face. Then let's talk about what kind of problems we had and how we've overcome some of them.
That sounds great. Who wants to begin?
I think the main problem is that we don't use English on a daily basis. Except those English native countries, the rest of the world is not really English-based. Most people learn English from their childhood at school, but all they learn about is technical methods, such as reading and grammar. Also, they don't really feel necessary to talk to each other in English inside of their own cultural circles, which leads them to have weak conversational ability.
Here's another thing, pronunciation. Some people say pronunciation is not everything when learning language, but it certainly influences your confidence in speaking. For example, I learned English from teachers who were from America, Australia, South Africa, and also from my own country, Korea. As a result, I would say I speak a mixture of more than one accent. As such, in non-English speaking countries, most of English teachers are from different backgrounds, therefore students' pronunciation is affected by their teachers' various accents.
Exactly. In addition, we should also consider our oral structures which may have been adjusted to pronouncing our first language, and this can make it hard to pronounce other languages fluently.
For me, whenever I talk to my English-speaking friends, I had so much trouble with understanding their jokes, slangs, and their ways of having a conversation. I think even though you can learn English language itself really well, it is really hard to get a profound understanding of English-speaking cultures.
Seems like we've gone through many common difficulties. Then what would be some solutions?
I used to watch many English movies, dramas, or talk shows. I think using media sources like this can be very effective in improving your listening skills.
Making friends, pen pals, and club activities such as exchanging languages with foreign people. Once you make such friends, it is a great chance for you to get familiar with using English often, as well as to learn conversational skills naturally.
Lindsay has mentioned earlier about pronunciation, right? I would like to introduce one method I use to improve my pronunciation. It is reading a book. But don't just read quietly in your head, but read it out loud. Reading a book can help you acquire grammar, vocabulary, and idioms spontaneously. But reading can also help you practice pronunciation and gain confidence in speaking.
Overall, I think it is very important to take as many opportunities to practice English. I try to find activities or communities I could use English a lot.
Wow, they're all great ideas. I guess most students and even their parents in non-English speaking countries would struggle with similar concerns and like to know what we just discussed for learning English. How about sharing our ideas as a video clip on the internet?
Sounds like a great idea. So let's sum up today's discussion first and plan what to do. So first, difficulties we've talked about were conversational skills, pronunciation, cultural understanding, and lack of confidence, right?
And our suggestions will be using media sources, making friends, reading books aloud, and also making many opportunities to practice English.
Cool! I hope many people get encouraged with our video clip.